Hello and welcome to this video tutorial on the OR function in Excel. The OR function is one of the logical functions in Excel, and as with the others, it requires a logic test. The if statement is one of the other logical functions, and one of the first that most people learn to use, that requires a logic test. The OR function is different from the AND function, another logical function in Excel, in that, unlike the AND function, which, if every logic test in the AND function is true, returns a true result, and if any of them are false, it returns a false result. The OR function will look at every logic test in the function arguments of the OR function. If any of them returns a true result, the OR function will return a true result. So everything in the OR function does not have to be true to get a true result. Again, logic tests are simply those tests of cell contents that can return a true or false result. We're using comparison operators such as less than, greater than, equal to, not equal to, etc. Here we have an Excel spreadsheet. In column M, we are going to enter an OR function. We're going to look for any home that has either more than 1,500 square feet or at least 3 bedrooms. I start with entering my OR function, and I like to launch the function arguments dialog box so that I can enter my logical tests individually and easily without worrying about the syntax of the function. My first test will look at what's in G2, the square footage, and if that is greater than or equal to 1,500, I would like to look at or check out that house. If it is a house with at least 3 bedrooms, so what's in I2, if that's greater than or equal to 3, I would like to see this home listed as a true result. Click OK. You can see it populates all of the cells in this column since I'm working in an Excel table. Here's my first false. This home is a 1,200 square foot home with only 2 bedrooms. So neither of my 2 logic tests is true, and therefore false result. Looks like most of the houses in this worksheet are fitting that particular criteria. To summarize, the OR function is a standard logic function that lets you put in a series of logic tests as arguments. If any of those end in a true result, then you will see true show up. The syntax for your basic OR function is simply equals OR, open paren, your first logic test, followed by a comma, your next logic test, followed either by a comma and additional logic test, or when you reach the end of your logic test, a closing parenthesis.